Hey everyone, it's Dr. Becky, Dementia Disruptor, with tips, tricks, and potentially painful truths about dementia. So since we've been lying all week, or at least talking about lying all week, and it's Foodie Friday, I thought I'd talk a little bit about how dementia lies about if and when we eat. This is a fun one because they will have literally just finished eating. The plate is still in front of them, and then they say, "Are you going to give me some of that?" And you're like, "You just ate." I'm like, "No, I didn't eat. I didn't eat at all. I'm starved." And you're like, you just had a giant plate of food. So this is a fun one too, because how do you argue with that? Because in their head, it's real. They didn't eat. They really are hungry. So sometimes it's as much as saying, you know what, I can give you a tiny bit more, or maybe not say that out loud, but at least just, oh, let me get a little bit for you. Hold on. And, you know, do a little bit. Maybe if this is something they're doing regularly, doing like half of what you would normally give the first round. So that way you can give them seconds and they're still just getting the first one. You can have little snacks available and say, oh, you know what, why don't we have this instead, an apple or half an orange or something, I don't know. And sometimes they're just going to be adamant that they want another meal, and to keep the peace, you almost have to, but you also have to be keeping in mind, you know, health and weight and things like that. So have a plan ahead of time. Recognize when they're saying that. Is that every meal? I had a very sweet woman who, if somebody else came to sit with her at breakfast at the memory care, and she already ate because she wanted to stay in her seat, and somebody else came and got breakfast, she's like, well, am I going to get some of that? And we just learned to do smaller portions, so that way she got some every time. Or sometimes we'd be like, oh, I think you ate earlier. And sometimes she'd go with us, and sometimes she would just fight with us about it. So again, a lot of it comes to knowing your person. Are they going to ask for more food? If they are, do smaller portions so that way they can have seconds, thirds, fourths, and it's still only firsts. If they are going to be redirectable with a snack or a treat or something like that, something small, go with that. Or start a routine where as soon as they're done eating, that we get up and we go do something else. We go for a walk, or we go watch a movie or something like that, where they're not sitting at the table thinking about eating. Sometimes just changing that direction, doing something else, getting their mind occupied after a meal, has them thinking that they're fine and they're not as distracted by that lying McLiar pants telling them that they didn't eat and you're starving them because you're evil. You are not evil. Dementia is evil. So take that into consideration. Think about your person. Come up with a plan, because, you know, it's really coming up with what we can have ready to go before it happens. So we are prepared, and we are rock stars in handling it and taking one back from dementia for the day. So come up with a plan. Let us know your tricks on this, because I'm sure some of you have some really good ones. So drop those in the comments. As always, like, share, follow, do all the things. You're going to get through this. We're all going to get through this, and you are amazing. Have a great day.